All right, William, will you hit the lights for me, please, for a quick second? Thank you, sir, very much. All right, uh-oh, that was not good. Okay, so here we go. Algebra, chapter 3, class number 1. Here we go, guys. All right, now, what I especially would like to do is I want to jump down today right quick, and we're going to do the SAT problems real quick, because there's like 4 or 5 of those in the test tomorrow, I think. Maybe, yeah, 4 or 5, I can't remember. All right, so we're going to start with question number 43. All right. So here it says, which of the following is the equation of line L in the XY plane above? Well, the problem here is that the Y-intercept is what? Someone tell me what's the Y-intercept? The Y-intercept is -4, correct? And the X-intercept is also what? So that means if you wanted to, you could let Y equal 0 and the X would equal -4. And you could come down here and say if X equals 0, then Y would equal -4. That's one way of doing it. All right. So for letter A, if I let Y be 0, is X -4? Yes, so that's a good check. Now I'm going to check the other one. If X is 0, is Y -4? No, come on, good job. So I'm going to show you again. 0 minus -4, does that equal -4? No, so A is not the right answer. So now, again, if Y is 0, is X -4 for B? If Y is 0, is X -4? No, X would be what? +4. So that is not the correct answer. So let's try C. If Y is 0, is X -4? Yes. If X is 0, is Y -4? You guys are saying things that I'm not even sure. You're like, you know the answer before I even finish the question. And most of the time it's what? It's wrong. See, it's not a race, guys. Honestly, it's really not a race. It's just being accurate. I'm asking you, if you plug 0 in for X for letter C, do you get Y equals -4? Yes, you do. If I plug 0 in for Y, do I get -4? That's the what? That's the answer. All right, come on now. I don't want to be, I'm just trying to make sure you understand what's going on, and you're just saying things real too fast. Does everyone understand why this answer is C? Anybody have any questions with that? C? Nobody? Everybody's good. Santa, what? What's the matter?
Can you do numbers?
No, I can't. All right. This question, anybody else have any problems? All right, here we go. Next question, 44. Students studying motion observed a car rolling at a constant rate along a straight line. The table below gives the distance d feet the cart was from a reference point at 1 second intervals, from 0 seconds to 5 seconds. Which of the following equations represents the relationship between D and T? What's the Y-intercept, guys? What's the Y-intercept? Tell me. Say. Why do you think it's 3? What is it? Austin, what do you think it is? Why is it 5? I'm asking you a question about the Y-intercept. You said the answer is 5. I said, why is it 5? And you said, because what? What does the y-intercept mean?
Where the thing crosses.
Someone tell me what, say it, what is it? Yes, why is it 15? That's exactly right. So you're supposed to be able to tell me the y-intercept is when x is 0. The problem is here they messed us all up because they don't have x and y's. They have what?
T and D.
T and D, which is super confusing. All right, so in our equation, D would probably represent the what? Y, and T would probably represent the what? X. That is correct. So since I asked you about the y-intercept, the x value is 0. T is x. Now, for me personally, I think you should go ahead and on your table here, you should maybe say, okay, I think this is x and this is y. And that'll try to make it a little bit easier. So now, Austin, do you understand why the y-intercept is 15 now, not 5? All right, this is what I'm trying to tell some of you guys. Please think before you start saying something. All right, think it through. Now, I'm agreeing with you, the y-intercept is 15. So, Ava, tell me what the answer is. It's either what or what? Or? That's correct. So now everybody, this is a strategy you need to learn when you're taking a test, right? G, J, and K are not the right answer, so I crossed them out. So now what's the difference between F and H? Someone tell me, what's the difference?
F is, times 3, H is times 3.
But what is that though? What is the 3?
That's 3x.
Yes, but what is 3? What does 3 represent?
X.
What does 3 represent?
M.
Yes, which is the what? Slope. Everybody can say that. We've been doing it for a couple days now. Y equals mx plus b. The number in front of the x represents the slope. So the slope is either 3 or it is 1. So let's look at the table. What is the slope? Is the slope 3 or is it 1? Who said 1? I'm asking. Just because you say 1, I'm going to say, well, how did you get that?
It's 1 up there.
What is it, Austin?
1 on top.
Man, I wish I had any clue what that meant.
Because like it's adding 1 every time on the x, and then it's adding 3 every time on the y.
So where did you get 2?
I didn't say so.
Oh, really? Go home and listen to the tape. What is it? What is the slope? What is it? 3 over 1. Why is it 3 over 1?
Because
You're adding 3 to y and what? 1 to x. That makes it a slope of 3. Therefore, the correct answer is
H.
H. Correct answer is H. All right, correct answer is H. Anybody have any issues? Go on, come on, don't be afraid. Look, I want to help you, but you got to pay attention. What, Tucker?
I'm still like, I'm still really confused on it. So.
I know, but listen, saying I'm really confused doesn't help me. So I'm saying to you, if you could say, man, I have no clue how you got 15, I could jump in and help you. If you said, man, I have no idea where you're getting 3, I could jump in and help you.
I just have like no clue what like the slope.
The slope, what is slope?
The difference between x and y.
No. Write that down. Slope, M, is defined as the change in y over the change in x. That's what slope is. Now I can help you. You understand me? So the change in y, I went from 15 to 18. What's that change? Is 3. What's the change from 0 to 1? 1. That's why the slope has to be 3. The y-intercept is when the what? When the what? Yes, it's when the line crosses the y-axis, but we don't have a line. Hey, this is something important too, and I'm not fussing at you, right? I'm trying to get you to think about it. Listen to me, please, everyone. He said something important. The y-intercept is where the line crosses the y-axis. Unfortunately, do I have a graph here? I can't see where it crosses the y-axis. So that's not a good definition of y-intercept. Someone tell them what the good definition of y-intercept is. The other definition is when the x equals 0. So if you're looking at a graph, you say it's where it crosses the y-axis. If you're looking at a table, you're just saying when the x is 0. So when is the x 0, Tucker?
When the time is 0.
Okay, and so what's the y-intercept? There you have it. That's it. That's all there is to it. All right, please listen today. All right, these are right off the SAT and right off the ACT. All right, if you understand what I'm saying, these problems are easy. They're supposed to throw you off because it's not X and Y. Don't worry about the X and Y. All right, they're just letters. All right, in this case, D is Y and T is X. All right, hopefully you took some notes on that. You understand it a little better. Here we go, next, 45. What is the slope-intercept form? Did you get that one?
Yeah.
What?
So you have to go.
I know, but tell me what the answer is. I don't want to write the answer and then you say, yeah, see, I was right. I want you to tell me the answer so I can see if you're telling me the truth.
J. Wait, yes, J.
You sure that's a J?
That's J.
All right, I know you were looking J or G. You got confused.
Yeah.
All right. I know the feeling, trust me. All right, so he thinks J, that's what you meant, right?
Yep.
All right, is that true? Miss Bailey, is that, you got F, I'm happy to hear that. Someone else? Oh, wait a minute, Jensen.
I got H.
Oh, good, we got a couple, well, just someone, Ray, I got a G. Anybody got a G?
I got it.
G, okay,
Anybody got a K? No, everyone knows it's not K.
okay.
I'm done.
So those of you guys who think it's K, you're just messing around. All right, K is not possible because the X is 9. The number in front of the X is 9. So here we go, guys. Now listen to me carefully, please. Look, I want Y to be positive. What is the Y right here? What's the Y there?
Negative.
So it's best to move that to the other side. And if I move that to the other side, it becomes a what? Positive Y. And then you just have 9x minus 5 left. Now that answer is Y equals 9x minus 5. So whoever said H.
Me and Jen.
All right, there you go. Finally got one right this year. Tell me.
So, okay, so I moved 9x.
And?
I moved 9x over, so I would make that negative 9x.
Right. So I'm going to show you now, please. And this is good, okay? Good information for everybody. Again, I'm telling you, the hardest part about trying to become smarter is give yourself patience, listen to what I'm saying, and follow along. And I'm saying something, and half of you have your heads in your iPads. Come on, man. The action's up here on the board. Take a look. All right, come on, focus in. All right, some of you want to get smarter. You're telling me you want to get smarter, but you're not acting like that in class. Come on, stay with me and concentrate. All right, this is a critical point right here. What I'm showing you is really good. And it's a common mistake for everybody. On standardized tests, they like to put the Y value negative because they know kids have trouble with negatives. You with me, William?
Yes.
All right, here we go. So again, I'm going to go back to this problem. I'm going to erase it real quick, just for a quick second, and then I'm going to move it down out of the way. All right, so here we go. And then I'm going to show you something super important. All right, everybody listen to me. All right, we want to isolate the Y, which means throw this over and throw this over. And when I move the 9x, it becomes what? Negative 9x. And when I move the negative 5, it becomes what? So the mistake that occurs is that this guy right here is what?
Negative.
Yes.
So what I did is I moved that correctly, except I did -5.
And now, what does the negative y mean?
-1.
Change all signs. That's what that means.
Y equals 9x minus 5.
Right. And that's why I'm trying to convince you, for those of you guys who are thinking that way, would it have been much easier if I just take this negative y and throw it over there? That's all I'm trying to show you. All right. If your y value is negative, move that. All right. Then you don't have to do a bunch of switching signs. Now, once again, I hope you're listening, some of you. All right. The same questions, the SATs are on the test tomorrow. I'm just telling you. All right. Here we go. Let's try the next one. Let's see how you did. Number 46. This one should be a piece of cake for everybody. So who tell me 46? Jensen. I got F. F? You got, yeah, it kind of looks like an A. I agree. All right. B, good. All right. I know. What am I going to do? Right. So again, for those of you guys who are a little bit confused, all right, with slope, we can just go, look, I went from here to here. So this is referred to as delta y. This is referred to as delta x. So I went down how many? 3. Down is negative. Then how many did I go over to the right? 2. That's why the correct answer is F. Down 3 to the right 2. Is that the same if I do this? It's the same, or he's correct. If I chose to do something like from here to here, it's the same answer. We just have to simplify it. Okay? Yes, Ava, I appreciate you. That is correct. I want you to write delta y over delta x. All right, change in y over change in x. You agree with me? All right, here we go. Let's move on to the other SAT, 47. All right, what's the slope of a horizontal line? 0, thank you. And what's the slope of 47?
Negative.
What's the slope of, I made a mistake on this, guys. This is supposed to, what's the slope of A? Yeah, I didn't do a very good job writing this question, guys. I'm sorry. Well, I'm asking, what's the slope of column A?
Oh. Yeah, 2/1.
Yeah, 2, right? So the slope of A compared to the slope of B, what's true?
A is greater.
A is greater. Okay, I got to fix that question. All right. Well, because I didn't ask, first of all, I didn't label it A and B, but I also didn't say the slope of column A. All right. I should have said the slope of column A. I left that question out. All right, but that's what I meant. So I'm sorry about that. So 47. All right, just make sure you understand what I'm saying, right? That's like the ERB questions this year. They're going to have quantitative comparison. All right, that's what that's called. All right, so now in 48, I have this equation, y equals 3x minus 7. Column A is the slope of the given line. What's the slope? What's the slope is 3. What's the y-intercept? So the correct answer is what? A, right? 3 is greater than -7, so A is better. All right, now let's look at 49. What's the y-intercept? I'm asking a question. What's the y-intercept for 49? -1. Right, you're correct, but you're just looking at it. Y equals mx plus b. Is everybody okay with that? That's a question on an SAT test. Something that basic. Any questions with that? All right, let's knock out 50. All right, what is the slope? Sean, somebody said 11/3. Is that correct? right? Because again, now you have a formula y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, 4 plus 7, 11 over 3. Good job. All right, I'm totally happy with that. All right, so please look over those SATs. Does anybody need me to
So,
answer anything? Go.
so when you're trying to find the slope of a y, would you use n equals y2 minus y1 on all?
Well, you could actually. Like if you want to go back to this problem right here, you could just say, okay, this is point -2, comma 2, and 0, comma -1, and then just use the formula. Right, you can use a formula, right?
Like with number 49, you can do that. Or how do you find the y-intercept?
The y-intercept, remember, I want you to write this down. Y equals mx plus b. B is the y-intercept. So all it is just that point right there. Do you hear me?
For finding the intercepts is
The y-intercept. B is the y-intercept. M is the slope. You hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. All right. Now remember, I've been trying to tell you, I've been nagging. I said I'm stop nagging now. All right. If you want to get better, you got to let me know you want to get better and start asking questions. All right. Anybody have any questions with those SATs? All right. Now, tell me.
I have a question I wanted to know.
Okay, good. Now I'll just take questions for those of you guys. And again, I'll post all the solutions. All right, I'll post them all. But right now, I did last night the odds with one class and the evens with another class. And the explanations to all the odds and all the evens are posted. All right. So again, you should have no issues. All right. But tell me, what number am I looking at?
So 38.
38. Hold on. Let me find 38.
Yeah. Just not even necessarily 38, just grab the equation.
What is all that?
I was just
Well, tell me, you said 38, then you said not 38, then you said something in general. I don't know what that means.
38.
All right, thank you. This is what I'm going to do for you. We're going over 38. All right. So again, that's the explanation, but we're going to go over that again. So here we go. For 38, do you agree? You got to put it in the right format. Y equals mx plus b, right? Now, I'm trying to tell everyone, please, this is important again. Is the y positive or negative?
Negative.
Negative. So to me, it would be smarter to just throw the y over on this side of the equation, because now it's going to be what? Positive. So I'm going to put the y over here. Now, is the -6 supposed to be with the y? No, so I have to move the -6 over on this side of the equation. So if I move the -6, it becomes what? It becomes what? +6. So now the equation is 3x plus 6. Do you understand this? So now, just because I like the y to come first, I'm just going to write y equals 3x plus 6. You with me now so far? All right, so now we're graphing. So when you graph the y-intercept. What is the y-intercept? 6. So notice I plotted 6 right here. You agree with that? Then from there I did what? No, come on now. You got a lot of work tonight. What is the slope? What's the slope? No, slope is never x. 3 over what? The slope is 3 over 1. Thank you. It feels good to know, doesn't it? Seriously. Right? So then from there, I go what?
Okay, well, I'm just, it doesn't matter.
No. It does. Tell me. Just slow down. See, this is what I'm trying to say. Hey, listen. Don't be frustrated now. You know I'm not giving you a hard time now, right? So listen to me. Listen, I ask you, what's the slope? Tell me what the slope is. 3 over 1. So what does that mean to do?
Go up 3, go right.
Right. See, this is what I'm trying to tell. Some of you are going too fast. Right? I don't care about speed. Accuracy is much more important. Settle your thoughts down and tell me, right? So again, say it one more time for me. From 6, I go what?
You get 3 after 1.
That's it. Up 3 and over 1. Does anybody have any questions about that? All right, again, tomorrow's a big day. I'm talking. All right, you're going up 3 and over 1. Anybody have any questions? All right, is everybody happy with that? What? On this problem.
It's one of them.
What?
It's like it, but it's
No, I'm asking about this. I'm going to give you a chance to say, tell me what problem you want me to do, and you're going to do that. But right now, I'm making sure everybody understands this problem. Does anybody have any questions with this problem? All right, now tell me what.
okay. 36 is the one I'm talking about.
All right, I'm on 36. Here we go. Let me find 36.
Regular X, you put one X.
Okay, let's start with 36. Here we go. Now, does everybody agree the y is what? So it would be a good idea to do what? Move the y, because I want the y to be positive, right? So I want everybody to say to themselves, all right, I'm going to move the negative 2y over to this side, and then I'm going to do what? Move the negative 4 over to this side. And now I don't have to worry about negatives. You just have to be careful. Did I move the x?
No.
So that stays x. Austin, what number's in front of the x right now?
Oh, no, negative.
What are you talking about?
One X.
Thank you. The number in front of the x is a 1. All right, so now I have x. I moved the negative 4, so now it's what? Positive 4 equals what? Equals 2y. Now remember, we're concentrating on slowing down and telling me an answer. Then I'm dividing everything through by 2. So I'm going to demonstrate that right now. I'm going to divide by 2, divide by 2, divide by 2. Y equals 1/2 x plus 2. Anybody have any issues with that now, Austin? All right. Now to graph that, how would I graph it? Just tell me, Austin. And then? Right. I'd prefer you say you go up 2, plot a point. From that point, you go up 1 to the right 2, draw the line. That's what I'm hoping you can say. All right. Now, someone else. Connor, what?
Can you do
I can do them all. Come on. I want a number.
34?
Well, are you having trouble with a number? I don't want to just do a number just because.
No.
All right. If you're good, that's what I want to hear. I don't have a question.
Yeah, I know it's good. Just I'm having trouble remembering all the numbers.
Well, I believe that. That's why you got to practice. That's why there were 50 problems. And tonight, go home and do all 50 again, and then you'll make 100 on your test again. That's what you have to do, some of you. It's not fair. All right? Some people have to work harder than others. It's just not fair. All right? Everybody's capable. All right. Miss Bailey, tell me,
On this question,
which one?
36. So you go up to over.
What?
How do you know
What is the slope, Miss Bailey?
2?
Why did you get
Sorry, 1 over 2.
right? So what does that mean?
Go over.
You know, we don't ever go over first.
Go up 2.
Why 2? What's first, Miss Bailey? The 1. That's telling you you go up and down.
Okay.
The bottom number is left and right. So you go from 2, you go up 1 and over 2. You have to know that. Now make sure you have in your notes, slope is change in y over change in x. Change in y over change in x. All right. Someone else need me to do an even problem. Tell me, Lily.
28.
28. So everybody look at 28 for a quick moment. Now for 28, we're going to use the X and Y-intercept method.
I was making sure.
All right, so let's look at it. So the X-intercept is 2, 0,
Yeah.
and the Y-intercept is 0, negative 10. Is that good?
I like, yeah, I make.
All right, that's okay. What?
I think I got this one, but 32.
All right, everybody take a look at 32.
Yep.
Y equals 2 is a horizontal line. Somebody else. See what I'm getting at?
Yeah.
To find the X-intercept, the Y value is 0, right? So I plug 0 in for Y.
Yeah, okay.
Is that all good, Connor?
Yeah.
You promise?
Mhm.
All right. Someone else. Good. Hunter, you look like you were a little mad at me. Are you all right?
No, I just thought you couldn't hear me.
Oh, okay. All right. I thought you were mad at me.
No,
All right. Which one?
40.
40. Let's look at 40. By the way, not that I would care or anything. But, all right. Here we go. 40. Look at 40. What is that?
Okay,
So I divided by 5, right? So I was left with X equals negative 3. True? Right? So X equals is a vertical line.
So if it's just for 39 with horizontal,
Let's look and see what we did yesterday.
it's just Y.
Yes, right. Okay, we didn't do this one yesterday. Right, so Y equals 2. Do you agree with me on that? So that would be a horizontal line at Y equals 2. Perfect. All right. And let's just go ahead and do 41 since I didn't do that with you. Come on, concentrate now. 41. Is the Y value negative?
Yes.
Right? So I'm going to move the negative 4Y over here, and I'm going to move the negative 12 over here. Does it have to be done that way? No, I just like it because I don't have to worry about all the negatives. All right? So I'm moving the negative 12. That becomes a what? Positive 12. So I want everybody to be able to tell me that's 3x plus 12 equals 4y. Come on, that's what I mean. Slow down. 4y. Is everybody okay with that? And now I have to divide everything through by 4. So mentally, we can do that, but I'm just going to make sure I get it right by dividing everyone by 4. So now y equals 3/4 x plus 3. Yes, plus 3. So now, what do I do from there?
You do 0, 3.
0, 3.
And then you go 3 up and 4.
Wow, I couldn't have said it better myself. All right, brilliant. Up 3, plot a point. Then from there, I go up 3 and over 4, and then graph the line. Any issues? Any issues? All right. All right, now we've done all the problems, and I will post the even solutions, right? Unless, come on, Rivers, I'm not sure what you're doing, man.
Trying to be on the phone.
Yeah, I know, it's embarrassing. All right.
I'm gonna understand.
What do we got? Anybody with a question? No questions. Listen to me, guys. I know we've worked together for a year and 1 quarter. Nothing is going to be different. Nothing on the test tomorrow. All right. I'm asking you to graph using the X-intercept, Y-intercept. It's this exact same format. It's just about what? Half the problems. All right, that's it. Same format. It's going to start out exactly the same. Find the slope using the line. Then it's going to go down and say, find the slope given these points. Then it's going to say, write the equation of the line and graph it. Then it's going to say, graph using X-intercept and Y-intercept. Then it's going to be 4 or 5 SAT problems. Exactly the same format. Some of you are finally understanding what I'm saying. If you can do these 50 questions or whatever, then you're going to make an A on the exam. All right? I can't make it any easier. All right? It's exactly the same. If you are confused on one of the problems, you're going to be confused tomorrow. All right? You have to know how to graph a horizontal, how to graph a vertical. What's the slope of a horizontal? What's the slope of a vertical? You have to know that stuff. All right? There's nothing more I can do. Nothing. All right? And some of you guys have made big improvements. If you're not maintaining your improvements, I will be nagging, even though I said I wouldn't. I'm calling your parents, and we're going to sit down and figure out why you're having an issue. All right? No one in here, this is not above anyone's head. All right? It's above your head, or if you're not making a good grade, it's because you're not doing these problems. And you're not participating in class. You're not asking questions. All right? And those of you guys are asking questions, I am thankful. And now those of you guys are asking questions, I'm trying to get you to slow down and think before you ask. All right? If you're participating, things will be great. All right? Make yourself notes on the review. Review the 50 questions. My advice, do the odds or do the evens. All right? I'm now going to end the class, and I'm going to post the solutions, and you can go back down, double check all your answers, and see that you did them all correctly. All right, this is not a time to mess around, though. All right, not a time to mess around. All right, you're not closing up and saying you know everything. Practice, that's what you're doing. All right, Rivers, I mean it now. I don't want to be distracted. All right, I want everybody around you to be working. If you know you're going to make an A, work on something else. Is that the bell, really?
Yeah.
All right, wow, that was a good way to end class. I thought we still had like 15 minutes. All right. Practice, guys. Have a good day, my homeschool peeps.
Thank you.
Come on, man. I want a good grade tomorrow. Yeah, he's crazy.